Creo que hicimos una plantilla como para ilusionarnos. Creo que los fichajes que vinieron nos van a ayudar muchísimo a ser mejores de lo que éramos. Si bien el año pasado fue muy bueno, que ganamos Copa y la Liga, pero también es verdad que todos nos quedamos con la espinita de la Champions, de la eliminación, por cómo fue más que nada. Así que hoy nosotros prometemos que este año vamos a hacer todo lo posible para que esa Copa tan linda y tan deseada por todos vuelva a estar acá otra vez en el Camp Nou.
He made 50 appearances across all competitions, netting an impressive 51 goals and providing 19 assists. In the league, he scored 36 goals and had 13 assists in just 36 appearances, decisively becoming the top goal scorer. In the Champions League, his statistics were even more astonishing. He scored 12 goals and provided 3 assists in only 10 matches, once again finishing as the top goal scorer. To put this into perspective, his team's next goal scorer, teammate A and teammate B, only managed 3 goals each. In total, the rest of the squad contributed just 13 goals in the Champions League. This means he single-handedly accounted for nearly 50% of the team's goals and was involved in 60% of their scoring. Moreover, he set the record for the most free kick goals by an individual player in the league's history and created the most chances across Europe's top 5 leagues. He led his team to a league title, a cup final, and came just 1 goal away from a Champions League title, putting them 3 games away from a treble. At the season's end, he received the Ballon d'Or. Still, what if I told you there were those who argued he didn't deserve it? However, by any offensive metric, he was unequivocally the most valuable player in Europe's top 5 leagues. So the question remains, did he truly deserve the award? The Ballon d'Or is an annual football award presented by French magazine France Football since 1956. It is given to honor the players deemed to have performed the best over the previous season. Widely regarded as football's most prestigious and valuable individual award, the Ballon d'Or was first awarded to Stanley Matthews in 1956, who played for Blackpool in England. Since then, it has become a tradition to evaluate football players based on this award. To win the Ballon d'Or, a player must be transcendently good. Legends like Alfredo Di Stefano, Johan Cruyff, Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Lionel Messi and Ronaldo all share one thing, the Ballon d'Or. After a highly eventful 2018-2019 season, the Ballon d'Or race was unmistakably centered around 3 players. Messi, who had already secured 5 Ballon d'Or awards, Ronaldo, also a 5-time winner, and Virgil Van Dijk. While Ronaldo transitioned to Juventus and maintained impressive statistics, his lack of team success made the competition essentially about Virgil and Leo. On one side, you have an offensive genius, arguably the greatest attacking player in football history, and on the other side, the best defender of modern times, showcasing a defensive season that is unmatched in my experience. This dynamic was destined to spark debate. This Ballon d'Or race stands as one of the most unique in recent memory. To put this into perspective, the last time a defender clinched the Ballon d'Or was nearly 2 decades ago, when Fabio Cannavaro of Italy and Juventus won it, after Italy conceded only 2 goals to win the World Cup. To be in the conversation as a defender, you need to have an exceptional season, and that's exactly what Virgil delivered. To clinch the coveted Ballon d'Or, several criteria come into play. 1. Individual performances. This is all about the player's stats, goals scored, matches played, and overall impact on the pitch. It's a showcase of brilliance that can turn the tide of a game. 2. Team success. Winning matters. A player's contribution to their club and national team success are critical. 3. Class and fair play. It's not just about talent on the field, it's also about character. The criterion highlights the players' behavior both on and off the pitch, examining their commitment to fair play and any philanthropic efforts to reflect their values. These elements combined create the most compelling narrative behind the world's most prestigious football award. Let's examine the cases for both players. Messi wasn't just having one of his best seasons, he was having an all-time great season, one we might never see again. His remarkable achievements often go unnoticed because of his last name, and people have grown numb to his greatness. In Europe's top 5 leagues, Messi led in several categories: the most goals, the most assists, the most dribbles, the most chances created, the most free kick goals, the most key passes per 90, and the most goals outside the box. He was essentially a one-man offense. Messi ended the La Liga season with at least 49 goal involvements, a feat that occurred only 10 times in the 21st century. He accomplished it 5 times, while Ronaldo did it 3 times and both Suarez and Zlatan achieved it once. Additionally, Messi finished the season with at least 50 goals for club and country, a milestone reached by only 5 other players. Haaland once, Suarez once, Mbappe twice, Lewandowski 6 times, and then there's Messi and Ronaldo. Yeah, this season Messi secured 2 trophies, the Spanish Super Cup and La Liga, which they won by 11 points. Now the case for Virgil. Virgil van Dijk played every Premier League game as Liverpool conceded only 22 goals, the lowest number in any Europe's top 6 leagues, and picked up 97 points to finish just behind Manchester City. Van Dijk was the only player to play more than 1,000 minutes in Europe's top 5 leagues in the season 2018-2019 without being treble passed. He played 3,385 minutes, only missing the final 35 minutes of a 3-0 win over former side Southampton in September with an injury. Let that sink in. More than 3,000 minutes played, he was never treble passed. Messi and Virgil are literally the most opposite players. One has the most dribbles, the other never got treble passed. Virgil van Dijk kept more clean sheets than any other defender in Europe's top 5 leagues with 20. He won a higher percentage of his duels than any other defender, 245 of 321, 76.3%, and ranked 5th on list for aerial battles. He played more passes than any other defender, 3,037 to Laporte's 2,998, with a 90% success rate. For context, Liverpool in 2019 played the most long balls in the Premier League, so it's not like he's passing easy passes. A defensive anchor who's also good on ball. Liverpool finished second to Manchester City in a historic Premier League title, achieving 97 points and losing just 1 match throughout the entire season. In 2005, Mourinho's Chelsea set a record by accumulating the most points in the Premier League history, with 95 points to win the title. Liverpool broke that record and still finished second, highlights how remarkable that Premier League season was. If Liverpool had played in La Liga, they would have finished first by a landslide of 10 points, despite the Premier League being considered more competitive than La Liga. Additionally, Virgil van Dijk led Holland to the Nations League final. Most of the time, Ballon D'Or candidates don't even face each other in key matches, especially if they are from 2 different leagues. But by God's grace.
Barcelona take on Liverpool, the first leg at the Camp Nou. Gab reports in Catalonia suggesting that Barcelona look to copy Manchester City.
In many people's eyes, this was going to be the decider. The best team in Spain versus one of the best teams in England, both with fierce worldwide fan bases. The first leg didn't disappoint, with Barcelona winning 3-0. Messi scored 2 goals. The second leg was one of the most iconic football games I've ever watched. As a Barcelona fan, yeah, that was tough. Down 3-0, coming back to win 4-3. They then went to win the Champions League. That was impressive. In many people's eyes, Virgil van Dijk had already won the Ballon d'Or. But people fail to understand this. Football is a team sport. Liverpool undoubtedly had the best front three in football at that time. Sadio Mane, Firmino and Salah. They had the best wing backs in the world, Trent and Robo. They had a top 2 coach in football in Jurgen Klopp, who played a high-tempo physical style of football that was just a bad matchup for Barcelona. Even in the first leg, as a Barca fan, I'm not gonna lie, that was not a 3-0 game. Overall, they were a much better team. Busquets was past his prime, Piqué was past his prime, Suarez was past his prime. The team generally was unathletic and slow. They couldn't keep up with Liverpool. Barcelona literally couldn't score without Lionel Messi in the Champions League. He was involved in 60% of their goals. In the Copa del Rey final loss to Valencia, he was literally the only goal scorer in the final. To even be 3 games away from a treble with the aging squad, with the underwhelming Coutinho, the inconsistent Dembele, and the out-of-shape Suarez is nothing short of remarkable. Virgil had the better season, but Messi had the best individual season in 2019. He was carrying Barcelona match after match. Virgil van Dijk definitely had a great season, but he was on a great team. If you had to measure on and off player impact, Messi was clearly the best player in the world. You can coach defense, you can't coach 50 goals. This season stands as my personal favorite for Messi, not solely due to impressive production. He had better season in that regard. It's about his maturity and leadership. Messi is known for his laid-back demeanor, letting his football do the talking. Yet standing before 80,000 people in the Camp Nou, he boldly promised them a Champions League title without fear of judgment. The hunger and joy he displayed while playing that season was remarkable. Just look at the Betis goal, which encapsulates his unwavering confidence as he carried the not-so-good Barca team.